Amelia Earhart's desire to fly was incredibly strong. However, she was challenged by many prejudices and financial obstacles throughout her career. Society back in her days limited women to pretty much just being housewives, that's to say cooking, cleaning, aiding to their husbands whenever needed, and ultimately having kids. But the former tomboy was no stranger to disapproval or doubt, so by her own nature, she found herself defying this conventional feminine behavior. When she was little, the young Earhart climbed trees, belly slammed her sled to start it downhill, and even hunted rats with her own .22 rifle. She had quite an appreciation for significant female figures and in fact kept a scrapbook of newspaper clippings about successful women in predominantly male-oriented fields like film direction and production, law, advertising, management, mechanical engineering, or whatever the case may have been. But no matter what kind of ridicule she got from people about her aspirations of being a female pilot, she was always able to find light in her situation. As Viktor Frankl mentioned in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, he said, what little they could do was keep their sense of humor and point out the natural beauty of the world, such as a sunset. Both Amelia and Frankl's hopes may have been faded at times, but they both coped by learning to see the positive aspects left in life. Amelia thought of her mother, which helped her overcome her problems, and Frankl, he saw hope in the more natural beauty around him. As well as finding hope, Viktor Frankl also mentions the idea of keeping your mind busy. Amelia Earhart also believes in the same philosophy. She once said, "Don't cloud your mind with nonsense, focus on the flying and nothing else." The idea of keeping your mind straight and busy can help anyone succeed in the most impossible tasks. This belief also commonly leads people to the third aspect of which Frankl and Earhart have in common. We must all have a reason to live. Frankl tells us one of the biggest ways to survive in such an extremely harsh environment or situation like he was in was to find a will to live. If someone does not have a reason to move on, they would likely give up all hope and quit trying. Congruent to Frankl's thoughts, Earhart stated, decide whether or not the goal is worth the risks involved. If it is, stop worrying. These two different people from relatively close time periods both had the same basic ideas pertaining to how we can all go from nothing in a situation of dire straits to great success, as long as we maintain hope, an occupied mind, and a will to keep going for our goals.